My name is James E. Hedibo. I'm a professional football player. We're here at Jock Skills. I'm gonna show you guys some skills, put you to the test, show you some workout stuff that I do. I'm here at the Annex, my place that I train in the off season, so let's get to work. This is here, some of the on-the-field drills that I do. Each in particular drill is designed to work on your feet work, your acceleration, your breaks in and out of cuts. These drills are very easy to set up. I mean, all you take is 4 cones and just set them up in a box anywhere from 3 feet apart to 7 feet apart based on whatever you feel comfortable. It's something that you can set up on a baseball field in your backyard. And I'll walk off cones no more than 3 to 7 feet apart in terms of, because this is dense, change of direction footwork. You don't want to have them a mile apart because then, it's more long distance training than you're actually working your condensed directional change. I always do each drill, 3 times. I'm gonna put you through 3 different drills. So you're gonna do each drill 3 times. And for the first one, all you're gonna do is you're gonna start at the corner, whatever side you feel fit, and you're gonna accelerate through. You wanna chop your feet, decelerate, plant, and make a sharp cut and accelerate back down. You're gonna chop your feet, plant, always plant on that outside leg that you're using, point and accelerate. And you're gonna plant again, accelerate, and you're gonna finish at the cone that you started off on. Key things to make sure that you're using when you're accelerating is your hands, because your legs are going to go as fast as your hands move with your body. So you're decelerating, you want to decelerate, use your hands, and when you're accelerating, you're going to use your hands to accelerate and go. And this is a shorter distance workout, so you're really using your fast twitch muscles, getting in and out of breaks. This drill right here achieves, accelerating inside of breaks. You learn body control, and you learn ways to, always plant on that outside foot. It simulates, movement on a field and change of direction, coming in and out of breaks, having to chase a ball down when you're running in a different direction. I think it's always smart to do a walkthrough just so you understand the distance that you have to travel. And when you become an expert at watching these videos, you can be teaching them to your friends, so you're gonna want to walk through and demonstrate it to them as well. I look at this as a starter stance. It's an athletic posture, which gives you the best acceleration when starting. I use my right leg forward because it's my power leg. I mean, you can switch up and use your left leg forward. Once again, it's based on your own comfort. This stuff right here will give you a cutting edge advantage when it comes to playing games and competing. It works on, change of direction. This is the only stuff that you can simulate a game without actually playing a game in terms of having to change your body direction and make cuts that you're not comfortable making when you're moving at full speed. And I mean, that's what games are all about, is, being able to change direction and make plays when, your team needs you to make plays. All drills in the workout teach muscle memory, because throughout the workout and throughout the drills, you will get fatigued. But guarantee you the next day that you come back to do them, you'll be that much better at them and be that much comfortable, because you will have that muscle memory and your body will know, this is how far I've pushed myself, and now this is how far I can push myself in terms of getting better. This next drill that we're going to do, another footwork drill as well. It's designed to work on, backpedaling for people that are defensive backs and playing in the secondary, as well as linebackers. You have to backpedal to get to your drops, or as well as running backs who have to, run and work on change of direction. All these drills do is work on your change of direction and you're accelerating in and out of cuts. This next drill, if you're a running back, like I said, you can always do it with a football in your hand, work on ball security. It's always a plus. As well as, if you're a defensive back, you can do it with a football in your hand. What you're gonna do is you're gonna run to the first cone. You're gonna shuffle, shuffle under control. Get to the next cone, and you're gonna backpedal. Nice, slow, and controlled, and you're gonna shuffle to the finish. And like all the drills that we've done, you always wanna make sure that you stay under that body control. You don't wanna you know, overstride, false cut, you know, trip your feet up. You never want your feet to click together when you're shuffling. You want to still keep an athletic base. And if I move one foot, I'm replacing it with the other as you shuffle. You always want to have good posture and good balance when you're working out. You never want your feet to click together when you're shuffling, because that's a wrong technique. You're not helping yourself. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage. You don't want to get too high in your back pedal or too lean forward. You always want to stay in that nice athletic pose that I've been talking about all day. And you know, you always want to use your arms with you as you're using your feet. Anytime that you're just using your feet and your arms are stuck by your side or they're up to the side, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage rather than advantage. You always want to have your arms working together with your feet as you're working out and progressing through that. Oh, look at that. Oh man, how did I know that was gonna happen? You don't ever want to hit the cones. That's a no-no. You don't want to hit the cones like I did, because you want to have awareness of where you are on the field in terms of, you know, that cone could simulate one of your teammates next to you in terms of reading a block, in terms of making a block. So you always want to have that full body awareness where you are on the field. We always like to find ways to do things to make you compete better. I mean, if you do hit a cone that you have to do 10 push-ups or you have to do an extra rep after everyone's done, it's all up to you. If there's 3 or 4 of you, your buddies and friends, teammates out here doing these drills, and you know, you can add those little clauses in, or you're out here getting better and putting the time in to get better. So if you do mess up, you know, brush it off. You can never be afraid to fail. You know, you always got to, you know, jump right back in and do it. I'll do an extra rep because I messed up. These are very easy drills to do, very simple to set up. You know, you can have anywhere from, you know, as I said, cones from 3 feet to 7 feet apart. Very easy setup, and it's easy work that also helps getting yourself better. You always want to do it at 100% because it teaches your body how to be moving at its top speed, and you have control over it. You don't want to be moving at your top speed and not being able to control if you have to change a direction. If you're a receiver and you're running a post or a slant, you want to be able to be moving at your full speed, be able to turn your body and make that adjustment to catch the ball. These are all type of drills that teach you stuff about your own body. This next drill, it's kind of a compilation of them all, working on all techniques of your footwork and change of direction. What you're going to do, just walk through it real quick. You want to have your athletic position. You're going to start backpedaling. You know, notice how I'm using my hands, work with my feet. You're going to stop, plant, change direction. There's going to be a full sprint to the next cone. You're going to stop, gather yourself, get under control again, backpedal to the next cone, staying in an athletic position, let my hands work with my feet, plant, then I'm going to finish through this last cone right here and finish to the end. And once you hit that last cone, every time you hit a corner, you want to accelerate. So it's decelerating, accelerating, working your change of direction right through. Besides overall speed, your change of direction is one of the most important things when it comes to playing football. A lot of times you may be executing a defensive play or an offensive play in one way. You may have a sweep to the right. You may have to cut across the field and go to the left, and vice versa. You may be having a defensive play that takes you to the left, and you'll have to, you know, be a football player and chase the play down to the right. These are all drills that help with that and help your body and your muscle memory to be taught that, so that when it comes to game time, it's just second nature. You already know how to do it, and your body's already doing it before you can even think about it. Just key tips when you're doing the drills. Make sure you're always in an athletic position. You always hear me during the video saying, be in an athletic position. Make sure your body's relaxed. Make sure you're under control. Those are all tips that you need to, you know, understand that when you're in an athletic position, now your body, you're relaxed, you're in control, you're balanced. And when you're changing direction, your body's going to move with you. You know, you're not going to be you're not going to be falling out. You're not going to be rounding breaks. You're going to be making sharp, crisp breaks, which are going to help you, you know, accelerate in and out of cuts. When you're making sharp, crisp breaks, when you're coming around a cone, You're gonna plant your foot hard and push off that leg. So when you're pushing off, now look at my body. I'm faced towards the next cone that I'm going to. So I'm bringing that leg over, and now your body's working with you. Now when you're low, as I said, when you're low and you're in that athletic position, you're gonna come up plant, and now you're low and you're athletic. You're driving off this back leg that you're planting off of, and you're going. And it's the same thing if I was to use this right leg. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna plant, and now I'm pushing off, facing the next cone that I'm going to. Anytime you want to plant off that outside leg, you want it to be your explosion to drive you to the next cone. You never want to turn around the cone like this, because now you're taking too many steps. That's what you call a round break around the cone. A sharp break is, directly down. I mean, you want to make almost a V over the cone when you're accelerating back down. You never want to, typically you think, sometimes your coach may say, get around the cone, but now you're teaching your body to make round breaks. And that's going to be the same thing when, you may be backpedaling or running the ball. You're going to make a round break around the cone instead of making, a sharp break back towards the cone. When you're actually going laterally directly across, you want to plant and go directly in the direction that you're going.
You're actually stepping over the cone.
Actually stepping over the cone, because you got to think the cone is setting up a boundary in which you have to go around. So you want to go directly over the cone, because that teaches you how to move in straight lines. And you want to know where you want to look and know where you're going. I always keep my head kind of 45 degrees in front of where I'm headed. So when I'm running, I can see that cone in front of me, and then I plant and I'm going. Now I'm looking to where I'm going for the next cone. You never want to run looking directly at your feet, because then you're missing everything that's in front of you. You want to keep your eyes at a 45-degree angle, so you're looking and you can see the next cone that you're about to hit. So when I hit this next cone, I'm planting, and my eyes are 45 degrees at the next cone that I'm going to. And these drills, they probably take you no more than a half an hour, 20 minutes, to set up and do, and you'll feel that much better about yourself being an athlete and that much more prepared to competing. Something just as simple as setting them up takes you 20 to 30 minutes and you're done, and that's a workout that you just got better doing. You notice as you learn it and get better at it, your body's gonna actually feel more comfortable with making a direct line break than actually a rounded break. You'll learn that comfort, and your body will learn that comfort. These are drills that, I wish that as a younger age I'd have known. It would have probably helped me be a better player than I am now. As a pro athlete, to this day, I'm still doing them. And, you can use them anywhere from Pop Warner, Pee Wee, football, all the way up to high school, all the way up to the collegiate level in terms of training and getting yourself prepared. I hope you guys like the workout. We're here at Jock Skills, baby. Check out jockskills.com for me and other athletes. Show you how we work out, show what else we do in the off season. Hope I put you to the test. James Hedebo, I'll holler at you.